Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Glenn Weinzimmer, and let's queer up gay culture. Grindr launches AI that understands queer sexy talk. Grindr is stepping boldly into the future of queer digital connection. The company recently unveiled a sweeping artificial intelligence strategy designed to understand the way LGBTQ people actually talk. Sexy, flirty, playful, language and all. The platform, called GAI, is built in 3 layers. Foundational models come from OpenAI and Anthropic. Grindr then adds in its own architecture shaped by years of unique behavioral and conversational data. Finally, an application layer turns that technology into features for its nearly 15 million monthly active users across 190 countries and territories. With more than 100 billion chats every year, Grindr's database is unlike any others. I thought they erased this stuff. CEO George Arison explained, quote, "We are creating enduring value by combining all our proprietary AI architecture layer with our unparalleled datasets to create something truly unique. No question about it," end quote. One of the most anticipated abilities of the rollout is context. The system will be able to tell the difference between consensual, sexy banter and harmful behavior. It will also help with AI-powered message assistance, enhancing safety tools and smarter content moderation. Importantly, all of these features are opt-in and require explicit consent from users. Arison emphasized, quote, "The goal is to make Grindr more appealing overall, driving more paid subscriptions or justifying higher prices," end quote. Among the first tools are Wingman, an AI dating assistant that helps craft personalized messages, a, quote, "discover tab," to meet people outside your immediate area, and insights, which predicts connections based on behavioral instead of just profile details. Community advocates say this focus on queer slang and sex-positive communication is long overdue. I don't know who those experts are, but there are so many things wrong with this. I mean, because I have a thing for some of this AI anyway. You're on a sex app, sex app.
We're following.
Thank you. Sex app. And I don't think it's hard enough to tell if people are scamming you to begin with on these apps, if I had ever been on one. And then here you are, someone else is writing your script, and yet you're supposed to be more authentic because someone else can read what you're thinking and describe you to someone else in a way that's going to connect the two of you. And then there's these other issues like ethical and social downsides, individual emotions being ignored, the loss of jobs in any field because of some of this AI stuff, an over-reliance on skills.
Pimps are going to go hungry.
Pimps are going to go hungry. Like
unparalleled data sets of years of research. I said, what?
I know.
Excuse me?
Like the words, it's insane what they wrote there. So anyway, I'm just like totally think this is horseshit. And I don't see...
Well, how long has it been around? How long has
Grindr
been around?
I'd have to Google that.
I would think at least 15 years, at least.
You have to ask
at least.
ChatGPT.
To me, it's like, I mean, Megan was a movie about a robot. I mean, before Megan, there was Terminator. I mean, we know what happens with these things. I mean, I wouldn't trust an AI assistant. There are people who are, I don't have ChatGPT, but there are people who are mistaking ChatGPT bots for real Kendall Jenners and random actors and actresses, and they're telling them addresses to go meet them at, and then these people are winding up missing or dead. It's a real life horror movie. And so I don't understand. Really, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, just like even the information that we're getting from the government and from other places that are whatever this is just called, I can't remember what we're talking about. AI generated. I mean, like false narratives that we're told are truth. You know, this is just an extension of that, you know, and like if someone's looking for a job right now and you go to GPT, again, these words,
whatever,
all these acronyms, but how can you find a job? Every resume is the same.
Post acronyms.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, your resume looks like everyone else. How do you stand out? You don't.
Yeah.
And so when someone goes, "Oh, I just send in these resumes and I can't find a job." No shit, Sherlock. Like, you got to go out there and sell your personality.
Well, let me
No, right.
advocate for my friend the devil. The be devil's advocate for a second, just a little bit, because I wonder though, isn't this just verse 97 of this hymn? I mean, because remember the old story of Cyrano and who would be you for you or whatever. Right. And I'm wondering if in the early days of Morse code, if there wasn't some naughty back and forth, dee, 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 you know, and you remember the AOL. Chat.
Oh yeah. I remember.
But not even that. Just like you could live with a person on AOL and all the misspelling, fick me. I mean, it was because you were doing it with one hand.
Right.
So there was. This. I just feel like
the other hand.
I just feel like this is all. This is just another.
It's an evolution.
Well,
I mean,
it is. It's like
I also feel 100 years old because I met my husband the old-fashioned way in theology school. But so I don't even know how to do any of this.
I was
praying on your
Well,
knees.
before the chat rooms,
I
there
met
were
my husband in real life.
Hello.
But like, think about like
this is part of the evolution.
yes, it is. But there's a point where when you're no longer a person, is where the problem comes in. And it started just like when I was in elementary school and we got a calculator. Like, I asked my niece and my nephew, like, what is 12 times 12? And they need a calculator.
Yeah, but
and I'm like, you're not thinking, you're not using your brain to its
on the technology
right
there. But sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay.
I was just going to say, if you're already paying for something like this, and the goal is
get laid.
I want to get laid, or you're not necessarily, and I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't think you're on Grindr looking for the love of your life. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe some people do, but maybe now this will make it easier to filter out if you're there to hook up and if you're there to make a connection.
Is there a site where people go to find the love of their life?
Well, that and
does that even exist? I mean,
it used to be rentmen.com. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Now it's Rent Massage.
That was the one that
I think they got in trouble. I think they got shut down.
Yeah, that was the one that I remember.
Oh no, those were boys that got in trouble.
Rent boys, yes.
There's also this commercial angle of it too. 15 million people paying whatever it is they're paying. 190 countries. I mean, that. So I want to start my own collar chasers, maybe. I'm just a fraction of that, right? And we could have our own little symbol, and we could call it the pecker checker, or whatever. I think there's a way.
I'm an official collar
think Jesus should get in on this.
Oh, like a little.
I wish I had a collar stay.
Measuring tool.
Yes.
It's a ruler. It's a collar.
Right.
I think it's
are not 6 inches.
I weirdly think it's the beginning of the end of Grindr. That's kind of what I feel like. It's going to go into a place of just being too expensive or something. When kind of like P-Town a little bit. They've kind of like overpriced some of our favorite queer vacation spots.
Key
So
West.
I feel like that could happen with Grindr, and I love Pete. I don't want to get into that. That's a whole nother night. But yes. Everyone understood that. Don't worry.
Right, yes.
That is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing to and sharing Queer News Tonight.